Hey guys, it's Gala with Just a Teenager. Today I'm going to be talking about a very common mistake that language learners make that causes them to just get stressed and waste time. This is a very big problem, but that can easily be avoided. If you want to become a language learning pro, then keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So the very common mistake that language learners make when they first start learning a language is that they just choose a language. But they don't choose from which part of the world, because they don't realize that a language really changes if it's being spoken in the north or in the south of a country, or even from different countries. For example, I am American, or my English is more American, so it's very different from Australian. Or French from Paris is very different from French from Marseille. So right now I'm going to be covering the most common questions and concerns relating to this topic. So the biggest question, or the first question that people have when they start hearing about this tip that I recommend them, is that they think, wait, will I not be able to communicate with people from the different regions or countries? Is the change so drastic that we don't understand each other? No, don't worry. For example, with me, I speak Argentinian Spanish, but I have a lot of friends that speak Spanish from Spain. But we understand each other perfectly. We might use different accents or use different vocabulary, but we understand each other completely. Another very common concern is it really so important to specify in the beginning, or can I just specify when I'm intermediate or just later on? No guys, you want to specify right in the beginning because it matters from lesson 1. Let's continue with the Spanish example. In lesson 1, you're most likely going to learn, my name is Gala. So if you learn, yo me llamo Gala from Spain, or yo me llamo Gala from Argentinian, it's totally different. It sounds very different, so you want to be able to specify from the beginning so you understand from lesson 1. Another very common question is, will this change the way I learn a language? No and yes. So no, you won't change the way you learn a language, but it will change which type of resources you use. Because imagine you choose British English, you want to make sure that all of your resources match and that are British. So you want to make sure you have a British teacher, you watch British YouTubers, TV shows, music, read books, everything needs to match, and you don't have some American, some Irish, or some Australian. Another very common question is, will this save time? Yes guys, it will. Number 1, because you're only learning one version of each thing. So if you're learning Spanish, you only need to learn how to say fresa, which is strawberry for Spain, instead of frutilla, which is from Argentina. So you're only focusing on one way of saying each thing. And number 2, you won't get confused. Because, let's continue with the strawberry, you won't hear fresa, frutilla, and all the different ways of saying strawberry in Spanish. So you will be able to stick with only one. And lastly, people ask, when can I start opening up to the different regions or countries? So I believe that you can start opening up and not being so specific once you pass intermediate level. Because like I said, helping being specific will help you when you are a beginner, but after that, you're fine to do whatever you want. For example, I have some friends that learned Mexican Spanish because they loved watching telenovelas, Mexican telenovelas. When I was in France, I had a friend that was able to communicate with me in Spanish because she loved the TV show Violeta, which is an Argentinian TV show. So once you learn up to the intermediate level, you can do whatever you want. So if you love watching YouTubers, then feel free to watch any French YouTuber, not only Parisians. Or if you like watching TV shows, watch anything, not only Spanish from Spain. Well guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for my English and Spanish learners, don't forget to check out my 2 guides that I have in the description box down below. Well guys, I'll see you next week. Bye!